Alright, so, how do you guys all know each other? I know it's not all the original members of the band.
It's been like me and the singer from the start, basically. I left for a couple of years and came back again, just wanted to do something a bit different. But pretty much Charles, the other guitar player, I've known him since he was like 12. You know, he used to come over to my house and like ask for guitar tips and all this sort of stuff.
Thank you.
So we needed a guitar player, so we decided to get him in. Rosie, the keyboard player, we got to know her through one of our tour managers, well actually front of house guy. He needed a keyboard player, so he went to the local music college, and like that's how we met Rosie.
Oh, cool.
Martin, we got to know through Charles, because Charles was way before he came into the band. He was going to do some stuff with Martin, and that's how we got to know. We needed a drummer at the time, and Dave has been with us forever. The bass player. You know, Sarah I've known forever.
Yeah, that's one of the things that's always been really cool to me about your band, is that it is kind of inclusive in this particular genre. There's not really a lot of women representation actually performing, so it's always been very cool to me.
Yeah, we were curious. We were actually kind of arguing about what constitutes a true band, in your opinion.
I don't know. Do you know what I mean? You just get loads of people. You get people like, especially like sending you like MySpace messages, telling how they would die for you and all this sort of stuff. Do you know what I mean? Which is a bit stupid, really. I can understand the whole fascination with like being into bands and stuff, but come on, that's a bit over the top. You know?
Yeah.
But to be honest, I don't know. All I'm interested in is people just getting into the music and fucking just getting into it.
Cool. Cool. We were also curious. We noticed some of you guys have tattoos. If you had any yourself. No?
No.
Really? It's almost shocking.
Exactly. This is what I'm getting done.
That's
why I was curious when I was watching the videos. I was like, that's how many? I was like, no, I don't think so.
It's more different now, not to have them than to have them now.
Yeah, it makes you more unique.
Exactly, you know, it's like, I don't know. But to be fair, I would if I could find the right sort of artist to do it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, with like my artwork, I did my artwork done all over like the sleeves, but I need to find someone that can actually do it justified.
Yeah.
It's always a little terrifying when the needle comes, you know, are they going to fuck it up or not? So.
Exactly, it's like, they can fuck that up.
So, I noticed a lot, like, in your earlier stuff, it was more, like, heavy, and now it's more melodic. And I was wondering what you guys, or, like, why you decided to make the switch, or...
Didn't, it just happened.
Okay.
It just happened, you know? But the new stuff we're writing now has gone back to more heavy.
Really?
Yeah. You know, it's gone back to what it was like, 96, 95, 96. Obviously with a more of an up-to-date feel to it.
Yeah.
Because we can all actually play now.
Did you have any plans for any upcoming collaborations with anyone?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
No, anyway, we'll see what happens in the studio.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I was looking at other interviews as well, and I noticed some guy had asked you if you had any transgressions, and you weren't sure at the time, and I was wondering if perhaps you might have thought of any interesting little tidbits for us.
Not really. No, not really.
Okay, well that's good. Also curious, who you're listening to now, if you have like an iPod, who you mostly listen to?
Destruction. I'm always listening to Destruction.
Yeah.
You know, I've got the new Ministry album on there, which is alright. You know, what's have I got on there? Chthonic, a band called Chthonic, from Taiwan, I think,
Cool.
which are really good. They've just finished touring the States. Who else have we got on there? That's about it, really. You know, like the odd soundtrack here and there. I'm listening to a lot of audio books at the moment.
Oh, cool.
Listen to Call of Cthulhu.
Oh.
At the moment, which is pretty cool.
Nice. Yeah, I used to do that on long drives too.
Just, you know, Stephen One really can't be asked to read.
Very, very into Lovecraft, so I absolutely feel you there.
I think it's called Call of Cthulhu or something.
So what do you guys think of life on the road? I know you've been doing it, you know, forever.
Years.
So is it kind of weird, like when you have a break, you know, when you're not on tour?
I hate it. I much prefer just be doing this all the time.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know, it's just great. It's just turning the way of life.
Yeah, definitely.
I hate it when I go home and I end up climbing the walls and it's horrible.
So how do you think fame has changed you, if at all?
I don't class us as famous. I don't, honestly. I don't, you know. It's just like, it's never, ever, ever in the whole life of the band, ever, is actually, I've never classed as being famous.
Wow.
To me, it's a job.
Wow, that's cool.
You know,
Good way to look
never.
at it.
You know, I'm not, I hate egos. I hate fucking people head up their own asses at the end of the day, and it's just like, fame to me doesn't come into it. At the end of the day, we bleed the same as everybody else, exactly the same as everybody else. If it wasn't for people buying our albums, we wouldn't be where we are now. You know, so it's just like, fame, I don't think, famous is actually fucking doesn't even enter it.
Cool. Well, that's very cool.
One thing I'm curious about, how do you find the difference between a British crowd and an American crowd?
American's more violent.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. UK's okay. It's okay, it's good, you know, but it's really quite like subdued. You know.
Interesting.
Yeah, we're all crazy fuckers here. Like, you're trying to get a picture and there's people in the mosh pit throwing you around.
Tonight especially, because we've played here quite a few times. You know, tonight especially is going to be.
Yeah.
Have you ever played with GWAR before?
No, it's the first time I played with them.
Yeah, I love them, so I'm pretty excited for them.
I was also curious if you guys read your MySpace, or if...
I don't read the band one.
Okay.
But I've got my own one.
Oh, cool.
Then you actually go through it yourself? And
Yeah, I answer everybody.
Cool.
Oh, that's really cool.
Unless they ask stupid questions like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But if it's proper, like, someone was, like, I don't know, ask about guitar stuff or ask about just anything, you know, it's as long as it's not stupid questions.
Yeah.
I'll go through it and not answer them.
You get a lot of that on MySpace, unfortunately, but...
Hey, what's
Yeah.
up? You're the shit. So what the fuck? I mean, what's...
So how do you think your music has changed with, like, the internet revolution?
I think it's damaged it.
Really?
Really?
Totally. You know, I don't agree with it at all in the slightest. You know, it's totally affected CD sales.
Oh, yeah.
We've noticed it majorly. You know, same as all you ask any of the bands here, it's totally affected CD sales. You know, I agree on the fact that you need to download. I totally agree on, like, if someone was to download it for nothing, like it and then go and buy it.
Right.
Which is cool, but they don't.
Right.
You know, so how the hell are you going to expect? I can't see how fans, if they do it, you know, I can't see how the hell they're going to expect for a band that they like to afford to go and record another album.
Right.
Because if you don't get paid for it, you don't get no studio money. If you don't get no studio money, there's no music.
That makes a lot of sense. And just had one other quick question for you. Well, actually, statement really, if you'd like to address your fans directly and say anything to them.
Yeah, again, right.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's just like, well, hope you like the tour, you know, yeah, feel free to, like, come and talk to us after, because we'll always hang out outside.
Cool.
You know, and yeah, thanks for the support. If it wasn't for fucking people into the music, we wouldn't be here.
Well, thank you so much, Paul. You are
Nice.
awesome. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
your
Yeah, I
time.
really
Well,
appreciate
clean
your
up
time,
the door.
thanks.
Thank you.